Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Eric with Eric's RC channel, ERC. So here's my latest model, 3D model for the quadcopter, and I'm just I want to explain a couple things with it. The reason it is why it is. So I'm going for the lightest weight possible. So first of all, the guards only come up, I think, 3 millimeters. I think. I'm not 100% on that. I think 3 to 4 in there. And that just blocks, and I've already tested it, it blocks the props from hitting anything. It bounces off the wall, whatever, etc. So a couple reasons why you see, say, this. So this gives a whole lot of strength on the X and Y axes. And also, actually, this one does the X and Y, so it's not going to rock back and forth when the motor is like pulling hard. And this one does the Z axis. It's also not going to pull this direction, while also like trimming a lot of that out and keeping the weight down. And it has to be fairly simplistic. Also, to keep the weight down, this is my own design, like just for my battery holder design, and this goes on all my frames. It's going to be on all my frames. It's this design, and the arrow also points to the front, so very cool. My TPU bands that I make go between here and here and hold the battery down below this. Super lightweight. I mean, you can't get lighter than that. I don't care what you print or do, you can't. These motor mounts have, I don't think you can see it real well, but right here there's a ridge that sticks out, and this will allow actually the motors fairly easily to press into the bottom of this and upwards, and when they hit this ridge they just stop. So you can't push them through. Really, I've tried. You can't. One time I got them through, and I made the ridge a little bit wider to make sure you cannot get them through. So that's for sure. These have 1.2 millimeter holes. I believe it's 2.4 millimeters wide, the circles. The frame for rigidity, keeping the weight down at the same time. There's a reason for everything here. These right here are very narrow because when the board is bolted down to it or screwed down to it, it's a lot stronger. So you're adding like a whole non-flexible plate down to this when it's screwed down. So as far as flex on the Y axis or X, it's not going to happen at all right here when it's screwed down. And at the same time, that also strengthens up this even more, which this is already very strong right here. So this is also not going to flex, and honestly, without the board even there, this still is not going to flex. So it flies just very, very solid. It's very good, very solid. I fly the one without the guards, or ducks, or whatever people want to call them. They're not true ducks, they're actually just guards. They don't duct air downwards or anything. They just sit on the edge of the, basically almost the very edge of the blade, and provide protection for when you smack into a wall. That's pretty much all they're there for. And that's it. And I also have a TPU camera mount that's going to be available, and it's indestructible. So basically, that between that and the battery mount, there's almost no extra weight. You can mount between 200 to 350 to 400 battery with the regular TPU band, and with the, if you just stretch it out a little bit, or if I design that for that, then you can go up to like a 650 or 700. Yeah, flies perfect. And this is with 6mm motors. I fly the the Unicorn motors from Newbie Drone. Very high, very high kV. I think the highest I've seen with 2 blade props. They are awesome. But if I fly a standard 6mm motor from whoever, or the Newbie Drone, like say Silvers, then I'll go with some 3 blade props, and it's still very powerful. The weight's very low. Everything works out really well. So there is a reason behind all the design. There's a reason behind the ridges, the edges. It's all for strength and weight. So that's all really I got to say about this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys around. All right.